Okay. Looks like it is stable. I guess I'm just gonna have to power through. Could just be a bad connection. Mark 1000. Right. A bunch of I did a restart. A bunch of stuff updated. The connection is better than it was, but it's not what it used to be. So, could just be issues in the area, could be the fact that it's a new box. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to power through and hope things work. Does that make sense? Yeah, so other than that, because like I said, didn't change any settings, and I've actually lowered the settings where I can, so it can push through even faster. But I upgraded my thing, so I shouldn't be having this issue. So I should be uploading at twice the speed I was, and downloading at twice the speed I was. So I don't know what's going on. And the thing is OBS says I'm dropping frames, but everywhere else says, no, you're fine. So I wonder if the issue is OBS is misreading the connections. Because I'm getting full frames everywhere. Like I'm not dropping frames according to everywhere else. Like there's no stuttering, there's nothing. So I wonder if it just OBS is being weird. As is, I'm just gonna plow through. We're gonna start a little late today. That's the way things are. And I'll only go for 3 hours today, then. Yeah, 3 hours. But other than that, no major announcements. Time zone is the time zone. We soldier on. We resist where we can. We endure. No major announcements. After Age of Wonders 4, Crimson Desert, and then I'll find something else to play. Not sure what. I'll figure something out. We'll see what pops out. Other than that, today's broadcast is brought to you by viewers like you. So thank you very much for your support, whatever form that support comes in. It is truly appreciated. I always encourage conversation, so feel free to talk about whatever you want, ask about whatever you want. Please, just keep a few things in mind. 1, there's a 10-second delay on Twitch, 20 on YouTube. 3, I tend to get distracted by anything and everything. And 4, wait. I messed that up. 10-second delay. I skipped 2. Anyways, remember what I said about getting distracted? Anyways, so 2 is get distracted. 3 is... No, wait. 10-second delay. I missed something. Hold on. 10 to 20-second delay on YouTube. 2 is something else. I don't remember what 2 is. Holy shit. And 3 is I tend to get distracted by anything and everything, especially if my lovely partner is involved. Wow, that's... See what OBS has done to me? Anyways. What? 10 to 10 away. Is 2 encourage conversation? No. I don't know. I am just frazzled. Alright. Hello, and welcome to a playthrough of Age of Wonders 4, specifically the newest DLC recording Rise from Ruin. They added no story maps, 3 new tomes, which we will take a look at. I say quickly, just assume the start of this video is going to be taking a look at the 3 new tomes. A new form, 2 maps, Withering Wastes and Windborn Badlands. So my understanding is that Windborn Badlands is just a map where bad things happen, whereas Withering Wastes actually has the story of the Cataclysm, sort of. So we will be doing Withering Wastes. I will start on normal difficulty. It is 5 skulls. I'll probably get my ass kicked and we'll have to drop it down to easy, but we'll see it. Also, I apologize if there's issues, both streaming and recording. I got a new box. I had to upgrade my router, and I'm having issues here. So I don't know if they misclicked something or what, but I was fine Friday. My router is supposed to be twice as powerful, so it should be double the up speed, double the download speed. And all of a sudden, now I'm having trouble, quote-unquote, streaming. So, whatever. We'll power through it. We'll do the best we can. Like I said, I do wonder if it's just OBS messing up, because according to Twitch, I have a steady bitrate. I'm not actually dropping frames anywhere. It's just OBS is all over the place. So, don't know what's going on there. I'm just going to do my best to ignore the flashing. Oh, panic button. Having said that, real quick, so we're going to play Withering Wastes. Before we go in, let's go over the new tomes. Which is tomes. 2 of them are, plus balance changes and gameplay changes and that sort of thing. I won't go over that. But the newest tome, first one, so we will be, oh, let me pull up our tome little planner here. So, there's this. Oh, and a new culture. But we'll go over that when we get it. So I just want to go with the tomes. So we're definitely going to be playing Tome of the Warband. So, Warband, which is Chaos Material. So Bred for War, Race Transformation, more hit points, Resistance to Morale loss. And then when surrounded by units, even less morale. It's interesting. Reigning Regime, War Draft, Mentorship. They've changed how experience works. It is now weighted... Before it was weighted so heavily towards gaining experience through combat that you were penalized for not fighting every turn, which I often do not do. So now it's a bit better balance. Commander's Call heals a unit, gains morale. Oh, no, 1 hex radius. That's good. And then Lieutenant, a fighting unit that empowers others in battle through their actions, which is interesting. So, we get that. The other one is Material. And I believe it is a tier 2 tome. Yes. Tome of the Sandstalkers. Oh, it's Materium Nature. Interesting. Sandstalkers. So what does Sandstalkers get? Well, you get the Grand Bazaar. For more gold and food depending on the sand. You can farm on desert. And we like sand. Cool. We also get Summoned Sand Scorpion. Sandstorm, which is slowed and blind. So there's a blind build there. Scorpion Venom, which applies weakened and poisoned, which is cool. Desertific. Well, hold on. So this doesn't provide a damage boost, it just applies debuffs. Okay. Desertification? No, desertification. So, turns things into desert. And Doomstalk. Target race becomes one with the desert, grant one sand walks, camouflage and one on the sand terrain, fast movement, and flanking damage. So, we're definitely going to want to put sand preference. So yes, we get desert farming. But if we have desert adaptation, basically what desert farming does is if you don't have desert adaptation, you can now build farms on sand. If you do have desert adaptation, those farms get +5. Right? And the other one is another chaos. Tier 3, which is Tome of the Warlord. So, we're definitely going to get 1 Materium and 1 Chaos. Oh, did I accidentally delete? I did that. Culture totals. Oh, equals, sorry. Sum this plus this plus this. There you go. Copy. Paste. There we go. Tome 2, which is Sandstalkers, is Materium and Nature. And Warlord is straight up Chaos. So, 2 there. Okay. So, Chaos gives us a Warforge, which is draft. And the more magic material, the more gold and draft we get, which is interesting. Okay, we get a Might of the Battlefield, which is Infernal Might for 3 turns and 15 morale. What is Infernal Might? Attacks have +1 fire damage. Fiends units gain +3% critical strike, can stack up to 5 times. Interesting. Alright, Gladiatorial, draft gold and stability, so you can pull out units fast. Random hex just set on fire. Randomly units gain crit chance. A victorious raising and migrating the city requires 1 fewer torn and more damage. Summon a war golem. Cool. Relentless might. 1 return. So to get the most out of this Home of the Warlord, we want to go Fiend. It's not that you can't, you don't have to, but to get the most out of it, you want to go Fiend. Which I believe then leads to Demon Gate, right? So you become Demon Kin. So everyone becomes a Fiend. Okay. So that means we're gonna want Demon Gate at 4. So that's another 2. So we're going to be going heavy chaos, which I usually don't do. Which means then we can go 5. Yeah. Cannot be used in battles where your ruler is present. Interesting. I wanted to go Crimson Fiend because of Gift of the Old Blood, right? Sorry, not Gift of the Old Blood. Mantle of the Blood Noble. At the start of combat, for each friendly non-summoned Tier 1 and Tier unit, Tier 3 and above get hit points and better receiving. And Coagulant. So I wonder if there's... Oh, wait, I missed something. Oh, bad. No, hold on. Warlord is what I want. Here we go. Wasn't there... Oh, maybe not. Well, Army Leader, Commander's Call, Lieutenant... No! For some reason, I thought either the Warband or the Warlord had something. Like, it gives me a Tier 4 unit, but I thought one of them had an ability where low-level units got bonuses based on high-level units. But I guess not. So maybe we'll wing things. I'll see what I want when I want it. I mean, there's plenty of like Tome of Revelry is always just good, right? As far as Chaos Affinity goes, if I feel I need to dip into that, because Warband and Sandstalkers are Nature and Materium respectively, I'll probably want to dip into those if I can, but we will see. But yeah, so Warlord is interesting, right? The Warlord gets Command Retreat. So put it on a low-level unit, it heals and gets out of there. Defend gives them extra attacks and bolster defenses. And Attack gives them Strength and Fortune. But they're between the Fiend and, as I know I go it a lot, but this, right? That starts you at 25, and then every time they hit something, right? Yeah. They get more, up to 15% crit on top of that. Well, now you're at a 40% crit rate for your melee units. And they're doing more damage. Like, again, there is a strong crit build there. Unfortunately, I don't think there is a way to get both. Yeah, there's no way to get prophecies, really. So even though there is a strong crit build there, I may pass on it. Choose and whatever crit we get, we crit. But those are the new tomes. So we're gonna do Withering Wastes select. We're gonna customize the run. So we'll start first 6 players, second large. Advanced settings. Actually, everything else doesn't matter. Game flow. Game speed normal. Allow. Oh, slow score victory. That puts the turn limit to 150, right? 200. But it just guarantees that, you know, if I drag on too long, and expansion magic. Oh, endless units. Enabled, units will continue to gain ranks after reaching the normal maximum legendary rank. This allows units to continue betting from gaining experience from combat regardless of how long they do so. That's new. And you can turn it on and off. That is appreciated. Everything else is fine, realm content. I'll leave it as is. Realm factions, I'll leave as is. Combat, I don't think there's anything I messed around with there. So we're good to go. The one thing I might do, right? So, Barren Pangea, so a single enormous connected landmass surrounded by uninhabitable desert on all sides. This realm consists of a single massive landmass surrounded by uninhabitable deserts. Mountains and stalagmites are rare. Each empire is on the landmass. No hostile seas. Desert realm. So, desert provinces are common. Arctic, highlands, temperate, and desolates are absent. Forest is rare. Wetlands is absent. Cannot. Right. Nothing there, nothing there. Ruined realm. So, free cities are rare. City ruins are common. And echoes of the fracking. Long ago, this realm was home to some of the experiments of the Unmaker. Who are the Unmaker? Unmakers are a group of ambitious wizards whose experiments devastated large sections of the astral sea, now known as the Fractured Realms. They rose to power after the Andalian crisis had destroyed or weakened the dominant forces of previous ages. Believing themselves capable of unraveling the very essence of mana and magic, the Unmakers competed and cooperated among themselves, striving to recreate the powers flowing from the well of creation. Among the nomadic tribes of fractured worlds, countless that's my bad. Oh, no, okay, so it doesn't go lower. For some reason, I thought it went lower than that. There we go. Among the tribes of fractured worlds, countless cautionary tales speak of the Unmakers and their experiments, how they tore the fabrics of magic, scarred the realms of fractures, and ultimately, as the moral of the story, perished in the fracturing that reshaped the realms. So magical cataclysm, which we will deal with. I am going to... Do I add Crystal Dwelling? No, we'll play this at... Like, the only thing I might add is Crystal Dwelling. The whole premise of this... Ward of Fates. So, let's check out. Unavailable blocks world map spells. Okay. Like, normally I'd be like, alright, let's throw on regenerating infestations. The Cataclysm, the whole premise of the Cataclysm is it will generate territory that has very hard and challenging infestations above and beyond regenerating. So, yeah, we'll just leave everything as is. Let me just make sure... I mean, it doesn't matter. I'll disable... Oh! Right. So, sorry, this is the settings they decided. Yeah, so, can't get world seals. I'll block underground. No, this is me. Oh yeah, but nothing's randomized, so it doesn't matter. So I'll keep this as is, because we don't have anything randomized. We're just going to get this. So I believe we're all set to go. Normal, large, slow, fastest only, classic turns. Yeah, I think we're good. Yes.
Your journey starts here.
So we're going to create a faction. The Hair Folk is the new one. So we got bunnies. Their traits are quick reflexes, light-footed, and athletic. Which is, they've also changed how combat speed works. So what we're going to do is get rid of... adaptations. Desert's 1. Do we just take a flaw? Morale loss is increased, and morale gain is reduced. If I take Coward and just do this, could be fun. Right? Otherwise, let's see. Light-footed is 1, athletics is 1. I'm not used to using athletics. They've changed adaptable, which is nice. I believe it was a set, now it's percentage. I could be wrong. Because I was thinking of like, ooh, cheerful could be a fun one. Right? But I don't think, yeah. If I take... Let's do this. So we're definitely taking desert adaptation. I like light-footed, and that leaves 2. So we could take cheerful and adaptable. Because it'd be hilarious. So let's do that. So we're hairfolk, cheerless and adaptable.
What is
cheerful.
their origin culture?
So, we can't do primal. Oh, because we chose desert adaptation. But the new one is nomads. So we're gonna get from our culture another chaos. So plenty of really? Total affinity is 10? How's it calculating that? 1, 2, 4, 6. Why is it summing up to 10? 0. H2 plus H8 is 1. Why? What? We're already up to 6. The math isn't mathing. Hold on. 2 plus 4 is 6. Why does it say 10? There it's correct. And 8. Alright, so that's 0. Okay. 1. 2. 1. Culture's getting multiplied. Why is culture getting multiplied? Plus, plus, plus. Sorry. Weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah, the other two are getting multiplied, but they shouldn't. They should be getting... Okay. I'll have to mess with this later. Even though it's... Sorry, this is spreadsheet stuff. Even though society traits, right, equals sum, one G10 plus culture. Boom. 1. Maybe do it this way. Plus these. Two, 4. What is going on here? Why did the formula spill? 2, 4, 5, yeah. Something's going on with spreadsheets. Alright, so I'll just do the math manually. So, 1, 1. Materium, nature. Warlord is 2. Demon Gate is 2. Culture is going to be at least 1. So right now, total affinity is 6, 2, 1. There we go. Do the math manual. Worst comes to worst, do it that way. Don't know why it started doing that. Anyways. And we can either do Conquerors, which is annex, pillage enemy provinces to gain draft, production, knowledge, and gold through aggressive expansion. Pillaging provides food. Movement grants units empowering momentum. So, if they move at least 3 hexes until the end of turn, they gain defense, resistance, and a huge bonus to damage or healing, which is interesting. Right? Or Scavengers, which is survival is measured what can be scavenged. Oh, hold on. I guess it should show off what nomads do. So nomads are resourceful people that migrate to thrive. They steer their land barges across the realm to settle new lands. Mobile units that focus on maneuvering and flanking. Nomad cities are able to pack up into a nomad city barge and relocate. Nodes in domain of their cities are over-harvested over time, exhausting the nodes to gain essence in that city. Nomad cities require more food to gain population. So basically the way they work is gold node, eventually after 10 turns, you're not getting anything from that, but the city will gain a permanent bonus based on the node they harvested, which is interesting. So we can either do Conquerors, which is all about stealing provinces, right? And you're just going around inciting war and pissing people off. And there's an interesting build, right? If I, real quick, can I check out the... I wish I could show off... I would like one more thing added here to look at the Imperium tree.
What is the origin?
Or Scavengers. So Nomad Scavengers. Scavengers use wonder scavenging to extract unique essences from ancient wonders, further empowering your cities as they collect essence. In combat, pick up loot from defeated units to heal and gain power. And because we're not going, I'm not a super aggressive player, we will pick Scavengers. So that is boom, and this goes up to 3. So we're gonna do scavenging. No, scavenging nomads. I think there is a build with nomads where you go Conquerors, Old Blood,
what defines their society,
and Apex Predators, so that every time you scavenge, you get a huge boost to gold, mana, right? Because isn't there something in the Chaos Tree where it does what this Apex Predator does with gold? Right? So, I think there is a build here where you can devour the world. And it's just you raising other people's things and just getting huge boosts. Could be wrong. We'll see. Eventually. It is something I want to mess with. But I think... So we're encouraged to go... We've got a lot of chaos. We could go something in Materium. Where is Materium? Oh, wow. Alright, down here, right? Equipment hoarders gets us mana. Right, builders per quarter in their domain, but that's not gonna work because we won't always have quarries in our domain. So more production, but they give gold and stability. That's interesting. Reclaimers gain binding essence for clearing out infestation province, wonders cities, and pillaging provinces. So Reclaimers is another one. Runesmiths. I almost always go that. We'll pass on that. Seekers of Wonder. Oh, that's interesting. Per annexed ancient wonder. And we start with one clear. That's interesting. We're not going to do Subterranean Society. We're going heavy Materium and Chaos. We do have the option to mix in a little nature. I wonder how talented collectors combined with Seekers of Wonder would play out. Because we're gonna want to drain a ton of these. But I think we lose the +5 bonus once we've drained it. But that's okay. Let's try it. We'll do Talented Collectors and Seeker of Wonders. There is that thing of like, ooh, more chaos, right? Like Prolific Swarmers actually works well because now it turns it into a 40%. But I think we're going to try this and maybe sprinkle in some nature and see where things go.
Choose your first tome of magic.
Did they change?
What is their origin culture?
Traits.
What defines their society?
And we have to start with Home of the Warband. Warding, Blood Right, Fort. There it is. So, Chaos Materium, Commander's Call, Lieutenant, Mentorship, Training Regime. Regimen. Bred for War. We want Bred for War. We want Lieutenant. Mentorship's actually really good as well. To get our regular units going faster. That sort of thing. So we're going to start with Home of the Warband. So, I could do Giant King, but if we do Giant King, right? Frost, Storm, Fire, Rock. Yeah, but this is mountains and stalagmites. There's nothing in here for desert. I would love them to add... I think there should be a Giant King for every type of natural terrain. So we've got underground and rock, fire, right? Lava, that sort of thing. Rivers and water, ice. I would love to see one for desert, swamps, or... well, no. Yeah, desert, swamp, desert and swamp. So we're gonna pass on that because we can't really make a huge thing. We're not gonna do vampire. Like we could, but that doesn't feel good. We could do Eldritch Sovereign, but that doesn't feel good. So either I think Champion again, or Wizard King. And because of the nature of the map, where a bunch of Wizard Kings came in and just messed with things, we're gonna do Wizard King. Also because as much as I love going, like, I just love the Ranger class now, with its ability to reset cooldowns. I think we do Wizard King. So we're gonna do Wizard King.
Reveal yourself.
There we go. Alright, so... that looks more like a bat than a rabbit. Do we have a rabbit emblem somewhere? Pantheon. Let's see. I see bats and we could do scorpions, right? Astral Affinity, Chaos Affinity. That looks like a rabbit to me. That one I think is better. Oh! Or this one. We'll do that one. Oh, gray and red is fine. I can't see the difference between body types. Horns, definitely. Most people, so you'll be able to tell what part of the world you're from when you look at this and go, oh, is that I think it's called a Wuppletinger, something like that. German rabbit with horns. You see when you get really drunk, something like that. I look at this and I see a jackalope. So I think we do that one. Is that the hairstyle? Oh, that's the hair? Oh, we're gonna get rid of the hair. Rabbits... Yeah, rabbits, no hair. The ears... are fine. Definitely want them up. Oh, there we go. Really scruffy ears. That's fine. Everything else is fine. I'm not gonna do a little too much. There are new... what is it the cape? It's the cape. Okay. Skinny legs. There we go. That works. I'm okay with that. Let's make them... There we go. Dangerous jackalopes. No helmet, no cape. Can we give them a different outfit? They're desert folk. Oh, that's weird. If I were making jackrabbits, rabbit folk who had issues with the umbral, I would go with this. As is, let's go with this one. So actually, appearance.
Begins.
Go back to... I guess we can do Ranger. Alright, we'll do a Ranger Wizard King. The race. Army skin decorations. Horns. What is this doing? Why can I not... So no horns, horns. And then it randomizes the horns? That's weird that it won't let me just select. But mounts. Since we're desert folk, I think we go with scorpion mounts. Again, arm length, leg length, regular size, everything else is fine. Body shape. Tall and skinny, physique. There we go. I think we're good.
Your journey begins.
Okay. And we're jackalopes. So we are... Thalamud? I'll take that. Race name. We are jackalopes. All agree not white is fine. Earth Mother's fine, I guess. Ah, ambition. And I'm just gonna do a very standard for me collector ambition. So we get that binding essence and some good stuff. Race name. Twitchy Travelers. No. Fremen. Jackaloops. There we go. That works for me. Yeah. Onward. So at the very least, I think we're gonna go hard. At the very least, chaos and material, definitely, right? But we might dip into nature a wee bit, and maybe shadow as well, just a little, not a lot. So we'll see where the tomes take us. But I'm fascinated by the Ranger with its cooldown reset, right? Okay. So, new ruler emerges, explore your surroundings, and expand. So, pair folk, nomad scavengers, starting with Home of the Warband, talented collectors, secret lenders, desert adaptation, light-footed, cheerful, and adaptable. We start with Commander's Call, which is nice, and empowering trophies. Okay. So, the winds roar with hunger. This realm is being affected by the devouring winds. The breeze siphons and redirects magic from everything it passes through. Should a great surge of magic flood it, the winds would wreak havoc, bringing dire consequences for spellcasters and the landscape of the realm. Casting world map spells will build up to a cataclysm. But perhaps there are ways to mitigate this crisis. Investigate the phenomenon. Yes, so we get this cataclysm meter. Every time, so casting world map spells adds to the meter. When it fills up to 50% or more, provinces become marked for the next cataclysm. When the cataclysm meter reaches the maximum, a cataclysm is triggered. The higher the level of the cataclysm meter, the more provinces will be marked and struck during a cataclysm. The cataclysm... Oh, that's new! The cataclysm meter decreases by 10 per turn. For every level of cataclysm meter, all spells have a chance of backfire. Interesting. So we're going to set production. Traditionally, yeah, I think we start with a farm. So it's going to take 5 turns to get our first farm. So I will queue up the salvage shop because it gives draft, production, and food. So let's queue that up. And the first unit we're going to build is another Dune Rider. Now, the nice thing about Dune Riders, if I can show it off, is they have warfare training. So it gets the benefits of both a scout and an archery ranged unit, if that makes sense. Because scouts have reduction in damage. They do not suffer the reduction in damage. 395 versus 310. Do we have an easier kill somewhere? Is the question. So we're going to move this scout in this direction. That's 230. Alright. Well, build in that direction. We want the Argent Wield as soon as possible. Well, hold on. Set Arcane Research. So, Mentorship, Lieutenant are bred for. I want all of these. But I think this boosts our units. Our regular units get stronger faster. I don't think I can support the lieutenant yet. And I don't... Well, maybe I could do bread for war. I mean, more hit points. You know what? Let's do bread for war. Not gonna lock anything. And you can go grab this. So we get a Lesson Stone Spirit. You can just hop in. So, range, both melee. Okay. And then head... We might take out these... Try to take out both the Brigand Camp and the Haunted Graveyard before they spawn. Let me create some saves. 1. Stream 2. Yeah, looks like it's stabilized a little. I'm just gonna ignore that. And end turn. Let's head to the left. So there's this. That's the other thing. Nomads start with only 2 cities. So we might grab this city right away. We're gonna step in this direction. 250. Let's take out this camp right away. Bookmark 1. Save. 360 to 250. They're all melee. I could auto combat, but actually, let me take a look at what talents I have. So, Wizard King. Whenever I cast a spell, strengthen and regen. Overcharge. Interesting. Or healing and buff spells. That's it. Well, right. Right, because I click this, and the... Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So here's the thing, right? This is once every 2 turns. Resets ability cooldowns. Oh! Spell, kill something, spell. Right? Oh, can't be refreshed. Oh, that's new. So kill shot won't refresh channeling ritual. Okay. But this one can. So there's still a good combo here, even if all you do is go for the kill. Okay. That's new. I think. No risk. We'll manual combat this because it's the first fight of a new map. And I always fight the first fight of a new map. So, they're going to be coming in. These guys have a huge physical defense. I assume these guys are doing physical damage and not magic damage. So, let's see. We'll set you up here, you here, and you here, and we'll step you over 1. Something like this might be better. I mean, Cat. Bookmark 1. Save! Enter. Yeah, they want Haunted 2. Alright. Interesting. So, healed morale. Gains 1 looted power. Alright. Alright. Ooh. The thing is, we want to make sure they don't charge. But I think that's better. Don't have a lot of mana. So what do we get? Recovering wind pool. Distributing wind. Yeah, we get loot by killing things, or just straight up damage. Blinding blast. That gets me to 90 or 90. Put you there. We're already at 50. Take the shots. And defend. And turn. This might be a bit sloggy. Alright, so now the heal seems good. Yeah. I'm not getting any kills here. That's the problem. The crit helps. Okay. Yeah, end turn. Oh. I mean, if they die, it's not the worst. Great. Distributing wind this. Alright, not who I wanted it on. Pull you forward. Pull you back. Step you this way. And now you go forward again. Okay. Oh boy. Let's just start wailing away on these guys. Oh, once they have looted power? Oh, with scavenger. Oh. That's the catch. I can't end turn? Okay. Can we get... oh wow, okay. Yeah, no shots. I don't... Oh, because they're taunted. Whoa! I hit my own unit. That sucks. Now I have to. Yeah. Maybe I should have. Autoed this. Okay. So I can't do that. 50, 65. I just hit my own unit! What the hell? Alright. What does the auto for this look like? Holy shit. Have they rebalanced things? For, like, are you, like, if there are units in between you and what you're firing at, you just automatically hit them in the back now? What's the auto combat look like? I mean, I guess I take it? Because that's about as how well I was doing before. We'll get a dire bear mount. Cool. I'll throw that on you, because Overwhelm is awesome. So if they're in defense mode... But see, now I have to queue up a Wind Warrior and a Looter, right? And I have to head back. Some renown. Ooh, I think I can do fiery weight boots. One defense, move on fire, and immune to burning. Yep. That. This way. This. Wow, that's good. That's good. Snag this. I think this is a gold? Silver. Yeah, so this as a second city is not the worst idea, right? It can grab this, potentially this. This city can grab this one, drain it, and move on, because that's the goal. We want to drain these. Right, we must have gotten a production boost. Let me queue up the vendor. End turn. See what this is. I'll take it. Head this way. You are headed... Question is... Oh, I think I'm in the north. Alright. You head this way. And you're headed this way to heal. My ruler leveled up. I am a fan of Sniper. And combining that with Keen Edge. So we've got the salvage shop. Let that sit. 154 to get the Wind Warrior out. That puts me back at 4. I mean, I think I have to. just to keep at least a modicum of on pace. And I'll spend 15. Build a farm there. See, and now we'll start draining it and instantly get this. So, we drain this, and after 10 turns, essence of production. So this city will permanently get plus 10 production. Is what's gonna happen. You receive mana font bronze. So permanent stability boost, and for every essence the city has, we get plus 1 mana. Okay, save game. Bookmark 2. Auto combat. I guess? I feel like they have made things significantly harder. We could poke our nose underground, and we might. You need to head this way. So we get the looter. What are we looking at? Range, melee. That can be both. Another wind warrior. Two quarries? That's rough. Quarry there, maybe? Or quarry? We'll see. You're headed. I don't see a tower. Sometimes you can see towers in the shade. We'll head in this direction. And you're headed in this direction. So a lot of essences. So if we harvest this, interesting. I think we want that silver tongue fruit sooner rather than later. So going quarry, forest, quarry is not the worst idea. As much as I would love to take that, I can't. Not without help. We've got bread for war. How about let us pump things out faster? I'm gonna grab the crow because it's always useful. I think for now I hold off on military engineering. Up and around. Ooh, there we go. That's this. Mother Ash. That would be very nice to grab. Doesn't tell me what essence it gives, but it would be a good one. Okay, great. So, in 3 turns, we pop again. So, let's, well, I guess it doesn't matter. Let's stay on curve for growth. Stonemason's a second farm. This is right. Because this is tier 2, not tier 1. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Really? How much is it to hurry this? 8. We'll hurry that. Pick him up, so that's 333. I need Town Hall 2. I would like a Striders and a couple of Collectors, but that's tier 3. Oh. Okay. Grab this. A Polar Bear mount. It's tier 1, so because of that, I'll just immediately disenchant it. Wait, alright, so this is the top. Wait a turn. We want to be as strong as possible. I see another tower in this direction. End turn. What is this? We might see what this is first and then go for the silver top. Ruler leveled up again. Now my pass for the... I'm trying to think. A 1 in 5 chance to crit. Yeah, so when it kills, this goes up to 35, 45, 55. I think for now, piercing shot's the way to go. I think I queue up a Wind Warrior and rush this. I feel like I'm getting a lot of gold. Alright, this is 255, this is 450. So we'll do this fight first. It's a wipe? That's a retry. What the hell? Why is it a wipe? So these guys have a charge strike. Okay, so we want to try to defeat that. Wind barrier, so melee their ass. Shock unit, magic origin, evolve, elemental, and floating. Okay, well, we want them to come to me. End turn. Alright, so here's the thing. You don't have a charge strike. You do. We're gonna want to get into melee. So, this may be a very bad idea. But save game. Tactical bookmark 1. Negate. Okay. Negate. Okay. Defend. Defend. Nothing's in range. Miss, miss. And then stop there? Okay. Step, step. Pull them back. 30%. 50-50. Hold on. Great. Can't get the kill there. Well, hold on. If I give you looted power, there's a kill. Swap them, put you in defense mode. You go here and attack. End turn? Oh. Dead. Okay. That's in the back. Okay, so how to do this? Well, actually, hold on. That's free. If you stab him, you can take that hit and this hit. Pin them and wail away. Alright? You can go right there. And then end turn. That's okay. Yeah, it's only a 5% chance to hit. Alright, you kill him, allowing him to step here to grab the looted power. So you're useless. Oh boy. Right? And turn. Grab the kill. So we lost a unit. Which is better than wiping. I want to point that out. Got a huge amount of draft, meaning we're pumping out another Wind Warrior. Oh! I think I'm using the looters wrong. Interesting. Alright. After the storehouse, let me slap down a library. So we're up to tier 2 for everything. Except mana. Okay. You are exploring in this direction. You snagging that. Right, and then head here. So lots of stuff to just absorb. Straight up. We still gotta go poke our nose downstairs. Okay. End turn. So yeah, I'm using the Wind Warriors incorrectly. I can already see that. You need a heal. You're stepping there. You pop in a turn. Defeating an infestation. I don't like this because it messes things up. I don't care about this. This is useful. I think we save. Oh, did we? Yeah, sorry. Oh, can I Earth Shake? Alright. Let's queue up Bread for War, so that gets going. New skill available. That is Call of Chaos and Basic Seafaring, which we do not need. Wind Warrior, 308. Wait a turn. Alright, so there's nothing up here in the corner. So cataclysms have been marked. So this looks like it's going to turn into a cataclysm. You're grabbing this. A wind barrier ring. Hell yeah, it's one less I have to make. And then back north. We'll throw that on a hero. End turn. Great. Improvise all friendly units. Wow, that's actually really good. Heal for 10, but all negative status effects gone. It's really, really good. I would like a lieutenant in the army. But for now, let's do mentorship. Can annex another province. Right, if I do... We want it... do a quarry, that boosts the shrine. And that's okay. And then hurry recruitment. Get you here. And you here. Save game. Bookmark 2. Very close. Battle mages are a problem. By auto, what happens? I cannot take that much damage. So let me retry this. Right, so we want to get in their faces, nuke this down, and then get into his face. They have convert. Oh, that's what kills me. Fudge. Fudge, 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 fudge. Save. Overwrite. That's what screws me over. Yeah. They just dominate the first two units. And I don't have a way of getting them back, I don't think. Loses all negative status effects. End turn. Whoa! Whoa! I got wrecked. Wow. No. Oh no. Okay. Kill you. Step forward. Still, wow. Take the 90s? Heal. Take the shot. Okay. But I think he's... Watch. They're gonna blast him. Dead. Now this goes on cooldown. But they've already done their damage. And there's another dominate. Oh! Wow! They've rebalanced the combat to be much more challenging. I admit I'm not the best at this game. But, yeah. Alright. Jesus. I guess I head this way and try to kill out the graveyard? Or kill the graveyard. Spring of Youth. You're headed north. Wow, yeah. I need a second army to personally to take this. End turn. No backfire. Wait. 610. Do that. I may not be able to cast it. You go to there. I do need a second hero. Defender or Warlock. I will recruit him. Yep. We're headed this way. We're headed this way. Ooh, and a House of Hunger. End of it. Okay, so ashes to ashes. So I need to improve 2 foresters. Oh. I can't even build a ritual pyre. So no. Close. Does it tell me? Doesn't hold on. Does it? Let's see. Tier 1. It doesn't tell me how much the Cataclysm's gonna go up. So let's experience at 720. 790. So it jumped 70. So each tier is worth 70, maybe? Okay. Save. Bookmark 1. Low risk. The Tyrant Knight might be an issue, but I should have ways around. Retry. So I do have to be wary of the Tyrant Knight, who has a massive movement speed. Alright, well, if they're gonna hit me, no matter what I do, try to reduce it as much as we can. $90. Sniper shot them because of the overwhelm. You shoot your crossbow. You step to here. Uh-huh. Why? Okay. And we'll spread it out a little? Ow. Oh no! They want them dead. Okay. Pull. Alright, I see what the issue is with the Tyrant Knights. Undo. Not a kill. 50-50 to kill. You go here, get in their face. You shoot. You kill. So the issue is... resisted the blind. So how does the Aura of Tyranny work again? Oh no! Alright. Per adjacent enemy unit. So that's... he's healing faster than we can damage him right. Hey, that was mean! Nuked him right down. So... if you go here, what we can do is move this here, and then throw the stack to him. Get a 90. $50-50 chance to kill, and we got the graves. Alright. So now he's gonna pick a target. Jesus! Wind power. That's the best I can do? Okay. Heal. Blind, blind, blind. Oh, it's only 30%? So here's the thing. If he steps into range... Oh, come on. Okay, little heal. Blind. Nope. Take the shots. You step into range there. You need to step back. And you defend. And I will heal again. God damn it! Blind. Blinded! Okay, you can step through. I think we can snag a kill. Yes. Wow, that was brutal. Lost a Wind Warrior. I think that's the best I'm gonna do. Astral Hearts. Sure. Throw that on you. Head back to heal. What did we lose? A melee. So after this, the armor. The library, we're working on the shrine. You tap that and head this way. You are headed this way. You... Maybe with the two of them? After it heals. Right? Oh, I can't do Dust Weavers yet, can I? Alright. End turn. Okay, so new rally has started. My ruler leveled up. I'm gonna grab... Okay, so... Chaos, which gives him crit chance and Inspiring Killer. So when he kills, double the morale bonus. Oh, sorry, it gives crit chance to the rest of the army. And I don't know if we're gonna cause burning, though. That's the thing. Nature's pretty good because of the hit points and blight stats. But I don't know if we're gonna do poison. And Mapirium's just good because of Purging Strikes. So let me grab that. Purging Strikes and crit chance. Confirm. Head this way to heal. Mentorship. Right. I don't think it's a spell to research. Would be nice. We're gonna go Lieutenant so we can get some Lieutenant. Yes. It's not a spell to research. It just happens. So research it. So now While army leader, the non-hero unit with the least experience in the army gains plus 40. So 48, 18. So he's probably going to gain a huge bonus next turn. We got mana. Great. You're going underground. Just to see what's under there. And you're clearing out this. Wait. Enter. Ah, I didn't do that. Shit, there's two of them. Alright, so a cataclysm strikes. With a tumultuous realm-spanning wave, a cataclysm occurred. Lands turn barren in its wake, and spellcasting becomes unreliable. As the dust of this occurrence settles, the devouring energies converge on specific places, lands that existed long before the fracture. The nomadic tribes of withering wastes, they are forbidden territory. Perilous places full of secrets best left undiscovered. Each fable tells of an artifact of immense power and arrogance, and of a legend claiming that whoever unites three will be able to heal the world, or to rule it. So that's our goal. Whether you seek to stop or wield the destructive power of the devouring winds, you will find what you covet in the Fated Regions. Let's go find those Fated Regions. So, we're going to about face. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. We are going to heal. Just want to see what's up here. And down here. You're headed in here. And we can dig a path out. So Cataclysm is struck. Now it takes 900. It says decreases by 10, not increases. So you joined the fight. In you go. Queue up another Wind Warrior. One turn sooner for a quarry there. That might be an easier fight. But these need to get clear. Because what happens is they will start spreading and eating up territory. And that's a problem. Oh, you know what we can do? Nomad Shield, Noble Aegis. Sand Scorpion is fine. Alright, we're good there. Ton of Imperium. We've unlocked the dig option. Enter. So maybe we clear out this way first. And this city can really, like once the, Yeah, so that's drained. That's popped. So I lose the bonus of this iron deposit. But I've gotten a permanent plus. So if we check the essences, I've got a permanent plus 10. Right? And the mana font's giving me mana. Right? And then the gold. And then we'll queue up Stonemason's second farm. How are we doing? You know what? Give a Whispering Stone here. I know we only have one. Do I want a Forester? What does the Forester get me? The Arcane Institute. Interesting. So this is 267. I think I have to. Get close, wipe this out, wipe that out, and then backtrack. Hero leveled up. This is our defender. We're gonna grab foraging training. It's too good not to have it. New skill. That was this. And we'll queue this up at, well, Master Masons. No reason not to. Mana font required. Essence of production required. Acquired. You're just poking your nose down there. And now we'll stick you auto. And we'll throw you on auto as well. You're waiting a turn. You're waiting a turn. Got. Wind Warrior. I usually wait till I have 5. But I might jump ahead on the council dock. So we can produce... Oh, I don't know if I can support it. Dust Weavers and a couple of Striders. Or production. Do I grab a farm next? I kind of want a Forester. The Forester doesn't actually get me any... Well, I guess it gets this. But it's gonna... That's the... Alright, you know what? I am gonna queue up a Town Hall. Yep, see, they're taking territory. Okay. Arachna. Evil. Okay. Goodbye. Save. Bookmark 2. And as much as I want this, I may... Drain this, pack up a move and go up here. Might be the way to do things, but... oh no! This is what I was trying to avoid! That's over 500? Maybe? Says it's low risk. Auto combat. Watch replay. Why? Okay. That sucks. Oh boy. Yeah, they're not gonna do any damage to that scorpion. Dead. Yeah, and now our defender's out alone. Stun is nice. Dead. Hold on, resume. What is this? Combat spells. Alright, sure. They're draining and duplicate whenever a combat spell is cast. Okay. Alright. Can I just exit replay? Okay. Close. Load game. Bookmark 2. Can't do this yet. Okay. Ah, fudge. Back a turn. The other thing I'm gonna do is unequip this. Wait a turn, wait a turn. So we need full armies. So let's see what we can take in our area. We can take that. We can take that. Can probably clear that out. But let's actually head in this direction. And on you... Since you're gonna be in melee combat, when entering defense mode, ton of retaliation attacks. I think that's a good one to have. Yep. New skill. Grab that right away. And a font acquired. You're on auto now. You're on auto now. You're making units. Things are cheaper. We queued up the town hall. That is fine. Yeah, so right now, providing 10 gold. Boom. So it goes away, but we'll have a permanent bonus because of it. Per turn till it reaches a minimum. Okay, so it should be ticking down, maybe. Yeah. I'll spend the 50. Save. Bookmark 1. Auto. Physical. So these must be, these are magic attacks. So their attacks defend based on resistance. And we have no resistances. So that is what is screwing us over. Let's see if we can... So we need to get some resistance, which makes me want to dip into nature to get things that give resistance, right? Every 2 turns, all defending rally and fortune. So... You up there. You there. You there. There. You there. You there. End turn. Yes. Okay. So... Shoot! You popped. Great. You're a melee unit. So we want you there, and you there. Definitely. Take your shot. Missed! Okay, well. There you go. A blind. Don't think we need the heal yet. End turn. Jesus. Heal you. Get right up into melee. Melee. Oh. Take your shot. Melee. More melee. And then a heal. Hoping for a stun? So here's the problem. They're pulling away. Faster. Then I can get in their faces. Right? See, they just back up. And I don't have a way to pin them down. So there's a kill. Heal now. There's a kill. Pop him back. Scatter them a little. Ah, resisted the blind. You're in defense mode. Came into melee? Ooh. One down. But now we can do this. Kill you. Scatter you. Well, I'll take that heal. Kill. You can grab this and this. Grab this. Toss this to him. Oh. Go in defense mode. I was going for the blind. Pin them in the back? Well, that was not what I was hoping for. Alright, and hold on. Alright. Take the 90. End her. So we kind of have run them down. Alright. So you can run here. Ah, it's on a cooldown. You run here, take the hit. Blinded is huge. Because blinded means, yeah, their accuracy, who's left? That's fine, is cut in half. There you go. So, as opposed to losing 3 units, we only lost 1. Which I guess is good. A heavy crossbow. I'm gonna disenchant that, but we'll grab the food, which should allow us... No? Alright. We've looted. Wind Warrior. Gonna need another Wind Warrior. New skill. Founding of Absorber sending takes -2 turns. New founding of Absorb cities. Get a population boost. We'll hold it off on that. It's required. Required. Spells ready to cast. Not gonna cast any of that. Got the armory. So in 3 turns we pop, so that kind of runs over each other. We'll do that and turn. That was fast. Got our item. Then I definitely need to heal. Yeah, one-on-one, we can probably do it. We've got the lieutenant, new tone. So, I do need defense, which makes this fairly important. Alright, the other ones I was thinking of, discipline actually might not be bad, right? Empowered strikes. For the chance to stun. More healing, which isn't bad, and the status resistance. But this, boom, boom, boom. Focus, aim. Not the worst. Monk's not bad. Enchantment has its uses. We could grab Draconic Vitality. Right? Nature, chaos. So it's more chaos. Which I'm iffy on that. Alright? So the units have evolved, which is what the Slitherlings and the Wyverns would have. And the Wyverns are magic fighter units. So their attacks ignore defense and are based on resistance. And it evolves into Wyvern. So there is a play there. I mean, there's Tome of Beasts. Wild Speaker could be interesting. Next to a friendly animal. We are going to do scorpions at some point. I mean, there's Tome of Roots for Poison Arrow. Blight Blades, Healing Roots. Bind Prison to lock things down. Tome of Faith, Tome of Zeal. No. Stay away from that. Yeah. Tome of Alchemy is interesting. So I think this is in the domain, right? So the essence doesn't trigger this. I don't believe. But considering how much trouble we'll have locking things down, I think I am gonna grab Tome of Roots. Mainly for the Vine Prison, Blight Blades, and Poison Arrows. Although we do want to avoid stuff like... So, and that's the appeal of Tome of Evolution, right? Draconic Vitality. The transformation. I don't think that triggers... Right? But like... that it triggers... It won't chew up mana. And we just get a ton of hit points. But the only thing... Yeah, we'd only be using it for the Draconic Vitality. I think I've talked myself into Tome of Roots, and we'll see where that goes. Might be a bad idea. We'll see.
To unravel the secrets of nature, you must be...
I am going to lock down Blight Blades. Because it's more important to get Blight Arrows
Feel the healing force replenishing you from below, and seal away the...
And now you can make a lieutenant. So I think we want at least one lieutenant per army. So... Oh, nope, not yet. Okay. Getting there. Okay. You're in that army. Yeah, so ideally, probably Wind Warrior, Lieutenant, Stabby Boy, and then for ranged, Arrow Guys. Our Arrow Guys into Wizard. They need to heal. Enter. I don't know how often this stealing territory triggers. The infestation appears to... Uh-oh. Okay. A general discusses with the war... Oh, with you. When she remarks, Kurthos... Okay, we're at war. So we lose 10 knowledge. We gain a dust weaver. You know what? Hold on. You know what? I will gain the dust weaver to throw it into this army. Because that's a better grab right now. So be it. Ooh. We are roughly halfway through. Probably over halfway through. So I'll run ads. Yeah, according to Restream, I don't dip below 60 frames per second, so very weird. Stay. You might be able to snag this. I don't know if I can snag that. Ideally, I'd like to snag both. Alright, it is ticking down. So we're actually going to head back in this direction. I can. So let me grab this rainbow clover and start draining with it. So it'll give it... So once we fully harvest this, permanently, plus 10 food, plus 10 city stability. And then here, give me a lieutenant. Go there. Hold on. Melee, melee, melee. Oh, yeah, hold on. Range, melee, bolt. Alright, I think he gets lieutenant first. After this, we have 2 quarries. We're gonna need the tavern. So I think we'll build a second farm. Next. So let me queue that up. Over. Here alone. Okay, so our defender. Experience is not bad. The question is, do we want him to be like, hey, come at me, bro? Or do we want him to be, yeah, I'm in the mid. Well, let's make him a frontline fighter. So lieutenant. So that gives us 3-ish melee. You technically have 4 melee, but we'll see where that goes. Okay. Okay, so this drains in 9. If I pop... I can put a farm there. It gives me both gold and a farm, thus boosting the tavern. Which is already at 3. Let's do it. I'll put a farm there to start draining the gold. Tavern's now in 2. That will negate this. And we'll queue up the bathhouse after that, and we'll get far ahead on that. Oh, actually. Yeah, we can do Tavern, Stonemason, and see where things go from there. So we'll bookmark. Down here. Take this. So, do I lose anything? No! I will take that. Signet of Distraction. Oh, that's interesting! I'm gonna take that. That gives us a small boost, so now it's 5 turns. I mean, more useful on a melee guy? So distracting would... Wait, what? High tier units, yes. Wait a minute, what? Yes. Oh, okay, so this is what gives the stun, and it's only 1 in 3. Okay. So this is interesting, right? At the start of his turn, everyone around him will be distracted, meaning for the rest of his turn, well, chance to be distracted, I think. But that means for the rest of his turn, all units around him are considered flanking. Will be interesting. So now we can grab this. Do I grab this? Already. I think I have to. So you two are actually going to head in this direction to rebuild this. As one of our cities. So we can grab this smithy, this gold, and this man. Does that make sense? And we can look at, oh, okay, picking up and leaving. It does mean we're going to split the armies, though. End turn. So, wiping this out. says it's easy. I'll take that. Ankh of the Phoenix. Alright. Take reward. We'll throw that on the melee guy, because he's the most likely to die. You step there. Now, before we rebuild the city, we're gonna grab this. I don't know if it counts. I do have mines. 150. Not building roads. Double experience from combat. So... yes! Drop it from 4 to 2, mind you. So we'll do that. And we'll poke in this direction. I don't know if we can claim a silver. We'll hold off there. Wait. Spell's ready to cast. Not going to cast anything. Enter. This is a problem that needs to be dealt with. I'm not at war with her yet. Interesting. Cavern. Great. So plenty of draft into stonemason. I would like gold and mana to both be higher. Does item forge doesn't get a boost? Not sure I can really make anything yet. Forest or swamp, so that's useless for me. That's interesting. So there doesn't do anything. Here, it would give us a ton of gold. Oh, ton of gold. Interesting. I think I queue up. If we're okay on the bathhouse for a while, let me queue up the marketplace. I feel like cold's gonna be hit or miss. And we're gonna need a second lieutenant, so let me queue that up. You head in here. So you get the lieutenant first, and then we rebalance this one. So here. So here, we'll do this, and you'll get the lieutenant first. Here, we'll go pick you up. So you get the lieutenant first. So this is a tier 2 fighter unit, right? Discern weakness. So cast this, like if there's like, let's see. So let's see if I can find an army. Here. So discern weakness. If I cast on one copper golem, it affects all copper golems in that army. So that's the interesting thing, right? Mentorship, great. Well, he has the lowest experience. That's why. Upright for war, cheerful, lieutenant's lead. When this unit attacks, a random friendly unit within 2 hexes gains strength. When it defends, a random friendly unit gains both defense and resistance. Interesting. Right, you're good, you're good. Production boost. Okay, we're looking for faded regions, huh? I might pick up my city and head... Battle quest. Ride for vengeance. Warren, the disciplined approaches. I was a lonely child, he explains. You realize you're in for a long story. The only friend I had was my pet Umbral Juggernaut mount? How? Sure. Brick. I loved that beast. His expression darkens, but then the Stormskill Serpent came and attacked our village. Everyone fled except for me and Brick. He died protecting me. On that day, I swore I'd have my revenge on that storm-cast serpent and its kin, and now I've tracked it down. The killer of my best friend. Sure. Hey, we have to go back that way anyways. But first, right, so if I cat, like, on this army and this army, I can kind of wreck both. We want a farm first. Or do we? Hold on. You know what? I'll just slap a farm down there. We'll throw a recruiting governor here. We'll step in this direction. We'll step in this direction. And the first thing you'll build is the salvage shop. And we'll stop there. We've got poison arrows. Select new research. We'll ooh, scavenger bats. Okay, interesting. I think we take blight blades. So we're all. It's let me queue it up. We may not cast, but let me queue it up. They've sent a war party. That's a problem. Sea of cloth? No. Siege. No, we're not doing siege pelicans. Siege. Yellowstone. Accept. And we will change this name to Siege Salamud. There you go. That works. Bookmark. Ooh! Find the Infernal Puppy to you. Alignment. Let me grab the alignment. So that gives us gold so that we get a free heal. And then we can wipe this train. Great, we're good, neutral. So friendly cities like us more. Oh, I didn't even see this one down here. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Alright, so 740. If I enchant 830. So it's just 70 every time. Okay. You pop in 2 turns. We'll step there. We'll step there. Gold acquired. Not Right has gained a level of renown. So now, more stability in combat casting points. Save. Bookmark 1. Auto. Great. So they won't heal. Well, they'll heal a little. Alright, and you're headed in this direction. Let me grab the mana. There we go. And then after that, it's just kind of like if I go underground, I can grab the gold in the foundry. But I think once this is drained, and I think I am gonna over-harvest. So once this is drained, I think we pack up and move north to grab all of this. So after the market, Mines. I don't have any mines yet. This is going to be very useful. I don't think I need the Whispering Stone. Okay. Yeah. So, the Mana Font gives us 1 mana, and each of these, so, yes, the Ancient Wonders themselves count as an essence. I could restore it, but then it would take another 10 turns. So the question is 10 production worth 410 mana? And 100 Imperium? And I would argue no. Maybe later in the game, but not right now. I will boost this to grab this Forester. So we can start draining that and actually build some walls here. Alright. End turn. No, I'm not going to trigger that. So whoever cast the next... Ooh. Someone cast a spell and it wasn't me. So whoever cast the next spell will trigger a Cataclysm. So the hero leveled up. So because we are going poison, as much as I like purging, this is actually useful, and we kind of need the hit points. I don't think I need logistics training this time. So, more defense. Or leaden blows. Or more hit. You know what? I think I grabbed that. So we're making our army the tough thing. Save game. Bookmark 2. 500, 800. Right. So that's a load game. Bookmark 2. Ew. Okay, so as much as I want to grab this, I think I need to head back this way. You're getting a lieutenant. You're heading this way. And clear out this, and I don't know. New skill. I will grab the farm so we stay on curve for try to stay on. Let's get some Striders. So here's the thing. Striders are physical damage. So even though they're doing 13 physical and 2 poison, all of this. Can I show this? Nope, that's the wrong button. There we go. So, does it tell me range units, sandwalk, optional cavalry? Okay, so it doesn't tell me. Fires range with target enemy units. Okay. So my understanding is shoot bow is a physical damage unit. So what does that mean? It means all defense will work on any damage these guys are doing. So I do need something that punches with magic or shoots with magic. So we're gonna have to keep an eye out for that. So the ideal army composition right now, it was just 3 melee, 3 melee, 2 ranged, and a support. However you wanted to mix that up. But now you really have to do, alright, I need a mix of both physical damage and magic damage. And a mix of both physical resistance and magic resistance to truly deal with them. So we're gonna see how this goes. Oh, that has to be a farm. No quarries. Oh, that's a problem. I do have enough. We could do a Battle Saint, Conqueror, Warlock, or Elementals. Shepherd. That's not happening. I don't care about Trollkin Governor. A Challenger. Let's find more power. What about his armor? With 500 more power. Okay. So that is, if he's 500, he wants to fight an army with 1,000 power. I think we're going to change that. But I do appreciate the Agricultural Governor and the Warlock. So let's recruit him. And here, mana. And maybe your defense. Start heading in this direction. Yep, you're making after the Strider. Right, melee, melee. Kind of both. You need a more dedicated melee unit. And you've got Looter. Wait a minute. Wait, Lieutenant? Oh, he's got 2 lieutenants. That's what's throwing me. I need to readjust this. End turn. That's what's throwing me off. You go in there. You go in here. You know what? Let's grab road building. I don't know if I can actually use it. So, melee, melee, melee. So you need an arrow. Melee, ranged, melee. You need a lieutenant, which you have. So his front line is set. He needs an archer. So boom. We'll go there. You go there. And here, I'll queue up a lieutenant. And after the mana obelisk, Farser doesn't get us a boost in anything. But there's nothing else to really grab, right? So, how are we doing? Okay. Let me queue up the other wizard tower. Trader of Talents. May you teach my heroes well. Do we have anything interesting? No, no, no. Overcharge cast. Enhanced Vigor. Okay, now that... Okay, so... For 100, I will throw that on our defender. Yeah, this needs to be cleared now. So clear this, and this will all be converted to desert. I think it destroys the nodes. That's the other thing. It is destroying nodes. So when I get here, if I want to tap these nodes, oh. Yeah, so the reason why I was thinking Dipping Shadow is just for this. So you're defending that. This army's gonna go take care of this. Get the salvage shop, we're getting the walls. Queue up the vendor, and turn. Yeah. Yeah, see, we lost a node. Alright, hold on. So let's take care of this first. Great. Staff of Flamestrike. I'm not a fan of staff. But I'll take it for now. So we have Blight Blades. New research. All friendly units. That's really good. So if you can get... Think about it this way. If you can spread out looted power to everyone, cast this, and immediately all negative status effects removed. I'll queue that up. We've got the mana obelisk. You can annex another province. Farm there. Which has boosted the storehouse and the... Yeah, the mason. So we'll hold off on that. Dealt with that. Anyone level up? No. No. I don't think there's anything to give him. Oh, our archer leveled up. So what's more useful right now? Critical skirmisher. Or strengthened regen. Or bleeding. If I had gone the vampire route, thorn shot maybe, killing an enemy gives more damage. We'll do this first and then go these two. Ready. Okay, so hold on. So we're at 850. So if I cast this spell, I trigger a cataclysm. So we're actually going to hold it off. Someone's been captured. We'll let that sit for now. New rally has started. End turn. That wasn't me! Barks and bites. To siege Thalamud, the Craven Earth Mother, you're the worst ruler of the world, and all the future rulers. After a high spawn. Growth is blocked for 2 turns, but we get a ton of draft. Lose gold, and we gain a Strider. Lose mana, we get a Nymph. Interesting. Or receive 45 Imperial. I'm gonna lose the mana, actually. And you two... gonna head in this direction. So that wasn't me, but that does mean now I can cast this without serious consequences. So these two are headed this way. You can annex another unit. Alright, is there anything I'm like, oh, boost this? I get a farm, this drops down, so we just crank our production. Maybe. Right? That might be worth it, because it built us in this direction. And what that does is... Alright, so now we can step to here, clear this, look at wiping all of this, and maybe once these are drained, maybe I abandoned this city and moved this city north. Oh, that's an idea. God damn it. Alright, so that needs to be cleared. We'll gained a level of renowned. Great. Cheaper to recruit. Rainbow clover. Silver tongue fruit. Yep. Essence of rainbow required. Yep, 5. Look. 10 draft. 10. So we're gonna be fine on stability for a while. Okay. Yeah, the question is... Alright. 155 from structures. 30 from global. I don't... Well, hold on. Draft. City structures 45. Global. So the talented collector stays. That's insane. So every time I claim an essence, this isn't giving me just 10 food and 10 draft. Each of these essences is giving me 15 food, 15 draft, right? What does talented collectors do exactly? Let me check before I'm like, oh my god. So gold, mana, knowledge, food, production, and draft. 5 of everything, right? So this isn't just giving me 10 food and 10 draft. It's giving me 15 food, 5 production, 15 draft, 5 gold, 5 mana, 5 research. This is 15 food, 5 production, 5 draft, 5 gold, 5 mana, 5 research. But every time I drain an essence, I assume if I have the essence of... Well, we'll find out, won't we, right? Because we have another silver tongue fruit, a rainbow clover here. So the question is, if I drain this, do I get 20 food and 20 stability? Or is there diminishing returns? We are going to find out eventually. So yes, I think once this is drained, next turn we pack up the city, we head in this direction. Quite happily. This city's going to be here for a while. We will deal with it as best we can. Needs an army. A wind warrior out of here is good. And we'll queue up 2 wind warriors. And that'll give me my front line and most of my back. Okay. I'm going to remove... Oh, you don't... I removed it already. Alright. Just to help with this city, I'm going to give you the Whispering Stone. End turn. Yeah, I mean, going this way is pretty good too, right? Den, tomb, mana, gold. Maybe the second city heads in this direction. Once it drains those. So improvise, great. So what do we want next? Scavenger bags. Yes. So, 30% chance of it backfiring. But we're not going to trigger a cataclysm. So. And the backfire is... We can no longer cast spells for 2 turns. Alright. Well, that sucks. Essence of gold acquired. So we got 2 of them. That's we're getting 20 gold. This city is ready. Well, let's find out. If I pack up... Okay, so anything in production is canceled. I'll lose that and just pack up. And we're headed to the north, I think. Right there is a good spot. So we've lost our city, but that's okay. Trigger this. Auto combat. Great. So, new recruits get a graceful judge mount. Interesting. Or increase morale. We'll get the new mount. So this is tier 1. This is tier 2. So do we want... I think we grab the experience. I don't think I grab logistics training. It does mean we're going to suffer. We're probably going to have issues with golden mana for a while. But... now these two... can head in this direction. Because this does need to be cleared so my other city can head in this direction. And you're defending this city. Because in 4 turns, this city is going to head in this direction. Oh, no. Yeah. Right? So we do need to pre-clear it. Now I'm just gonna abandon this, and this can grow. Oh. Okay. Cuts it in half. Let me drop it to 2 and 3. And I'll rush you. And you're defending this. Yes. End turn. Because this city can spread out here. Like, that's ruined. But that isn't, and that isn't. It will be a few turns before we can actually drain this. The hunger is okay. That's 300. That's 300. So you can annex another. Okay, so I do want... Gonna piss them off. Oh, I can grab it anyway. All right. Yep, I'm just gonna grab the quarry there to boost this. So we've got 2 turns left. I don't think... I don't think I can rush this as much as I want to. So... the library and I'll hurry production here. And then I can probably hurry this and pack up. New skill. More gold. Greatly appreciated. And then here, save bookmark. Yeah, can't. Alright, so you're triggering... Alright, so yeah, you're triggering the... and bookmark 1. You're triggering this. Should be easy, 296. Great. So, what is this? Battle Saints Stopper. Tier 4. Poison distracted, slowed. Okay, I made this last game. And Shiver Mist. Start of the turn, take frost damage. Interesting. But they can't mount. But triggers slow. Frozen. On my side, or it's just there? I'm gonna take both. Yeah? I mean, it is poison damage, so it kind of flips our things. But that is a huge damage. That should be a huge boost. So, yeah, see? This iron deposit is permanently ruined unless I restore it. Now, it looks like there is a reduction to store it. Alright, so you are headed, I think, can you build roads? Here. Okay. Infestation is invading my domain. That's expected. We're waiting 2 turns and then we're leaving. I could squeeze a looter out. Let me do that. Rush this. And then this army is army and stuff, they're all headed in this direction. Roman city income. Right. So 50. Okay. Yeah, so next these guys will clear this. And then this army by itself, with the help of the city, can handle this and this. And these two are going to head this way to clear out this area. Maybe the House of Hunger and the Altar of the Forlorn. They're both silver? We'll see. But the second city can maybe settle down. That's fine. Like here. And it can grab a lot of this. Oh, alright. New skill, which is turn in friendly domain. I'm gonna hold off on that. That's useless for me. Don't care about force marched. I do care about vision and sensing. Perfect. Well, now you, maybe? No. You can go here and here. Save game. Bookmark 2. Wipe this out. Auto combat. Circlet of mind protection. Oh, that's really good. The question is... Yeah, I think we have to throw it on you just to get you closer to your major ambition. Okay. And now these two, Sanctum of Screams. Okay. Alright, so I think we ignore these and the city settles like here. And these two are gonna head in this direction to help with this city. I think if I the question is here is... Oh, maybe there is better. I think there's better. Ponderous Polarium. Okay. Sorry, so here, free cities. Sorry. Surface. This city. Okay. Yeah. No. No, it's... I am going to withdraw this Whispering Stone. And I don't think I can do much with it, but we'll give a Whispering Stone to you. Just to say I have it. So next turn. Oh, this, yeah, this lines up perfectly. Let that sit. And turn. That's fine. Auto combat. Great. Nope, can't go. So we're headed there. You're headed there. I think. How do I unpack? Is the question. Excavation. Highlights. Enable road building. How do I unpack? I don't see a button that says unpack. Am I missing it? So new tome. So tier 2. So we have to take Tome of the Sandstalkers. And I'm thinking after Tome of the Sandstalkers, I believe it's a tier 2 tome. Tome of Shades. Right? 4, right? Because of the dust storm. Combine that with Living Shadows. That's a lot of blind. Combine that with... Oh! They changed it. So this used to be defense and resistance. Now it is just defense. I might rethink this then. But at the very least, Sandstalkers. So, Scorpion Venom Blades. Now our weapons inflict weakened. Melee inflicts weakened and poisoned. And we do bonus damage on flanking. We get the Grand Bazaar, which counts as a mine. And per adjacent province with sand, we get more food and more gold. Desert farming. So now our farm should produce 15 food. We light sand. We can summon sand scorpions, which are a deep, like, hit me, baby. Desertification, which is a world spell. So every time I cast this, it will tick up the Cataclysm. Sandstorm, which casts slow and blind. The Shatter... Hold on. Does this remove blind? This should make Living Shadows, should make them immune to blind, right? Otherwise, this, right? So there's a really good combo there of, oh, Living Shadows plus Desert Storm means cast the Desert Storm, and because I have Living Shadows, my units are immune to the blind. Run in, stab, 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 stab. Okay. But before I forget, let me just click this right away.
Most call
don't have a lot of mana right now.
Place. A death
this
trap
is
without
okay.
water, food, or shelter. We call it home.
I'm gonna.
We are the mirage in the heat. We are the raiders in the wind. Our steel stings with venom, kindred with the scorpion. We are the ones that call the sandstorm. We are the sandstorm.
These are all really good. Let me do Scorpion Venom Blades first. I don't know. It's tier 3. That's the thing. That might be reaching. So let me lock this and grab Scorpion Venom Blades. We've got Scavenger Bags. I don't think I have to cast it. Oh, I do have to cast it. Alright. Go ahead and cast that. Great. So now this city... See, now what I can do is hurry this. Oh, great. Guess what? Back up. Do-do-do-do. And we're all heading in this direction. How do I unpack? Oh! So I don't click the unit. I click the territory. Alright, unpack. And that'll take a turn, giving these guys time to get there. That's fun. Yeah! Woo! Alright. And these guys need to clear out all of this. Yeah, so... high risk. If someone catches your city while in movement, you can be very screwed. So, digging too deep. Sure. Their miners shall be rescued. I think that's going to be... our second city can handle that. So... oh! No. Because I don't have the mana upkeep right now. Hero leveled up. This is our warlock. So, foraging training first. Did he grab both of those? Alright, no. The name's stuck. So what do we want? Well, it honestly doesn't matter, like, how well we stick to things, right? So this is 3 farms. This is quarries. I still need to beat it. I just don't need population. So let's start with our standard farm, quarry, forest. Now, after that, right, we can stretch out to here. I think this being a farm is actually very important. Okay, and then requires 2 mines. I'm gonna build research, mana, gold mine. Okay. So, we still have to clear everything out. But we can start the process of clearing all of this. Grabbing maybe the Altar of the Forlorn. Here we can build an Arcane Institute is good to keep the research up. We are lacking mana. And that's mainly because we need to rescue. Needs 3 quarries. Pops next turn. I grab a second quarry here, so we'll hold off on that. So, gold-wise, let me grab the Arcane Institute, since that is boosted. And a bathhouse. And we'll start making a secondary army for here. So, I don't think I recruit... yeah. Oh, I haven't researched it yet. I believe the spiders... sorry. Scorpions. New skill. Which is... not useful for me. I don't think I wrote cities, but this is. I don't think our cities are ever going to be touching each other's borders. I'll send a gift. do need to build at least 2 more Dune Riders. Let me get them up and running. Overcharge. Ooh, that's where I'm heading. No, wait. Auto combat. That's not where I'm headed. Great. Dead. Rancher spells overcharge this turn. Might be useful on my Warlock. Not necessarily my main hero. So here, what we're gonna do is you go here. You go here. Save game. Bookmark 1. Auto combat. Boom. Padded Shroud Maker. Drawer. Throw that on. Not you. 332. On you. See, now we start draining this. Oh. He can handle that himself. Great, start draining that. So now we get gold and mana. And now we start bringing the mana back up to snuff. See, we'll clear this out. Kill the sheep, apparently. Try to grab this and this. And the idea is this will get a permanent plus. Well, no. This is going to be essentially plus 10, but this will give it a plus 5. Right? But permanent plus 10 ooh, actually, what does this give? Essence of Mana. Permanent plus 10 mana, so now even when we pack up, it will still be producing mana. So let's... Alright, so I think... got killed down here. Okay. Oh, yeah, we definitely want to get secondary army running up around here. This looks like it might be a fated region. Yes. But grabbing the haste berries, the observatory, more silver tongue, good area. So I will finish, yep, this turn. And you're going with. And like I said, I think a good spot is like right here. We are many turns away from teleporter infrastructure. But I feel like that is going to be super important to us. You want auto. Heal. You're healing. Yep, and then they clear out these next, and then this, and then that. Well, this might be a priority. So we'll end the turn. See what happens. Marauder. So, we'll end here. Again, dealing with streaming issues. Don't know what they are. I'll fiddle with things behind the background. Again, it's OBS. Twitch and Restream say I'm doing fine. So, hopefully the recording should be okay. Otherwise, we are done for the day. Thank you much for joining me. Feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. Oh, I do have to worry about. Hold on. Show Tome Library. Chaos Affinity. So in order to unlock Tome of the Warlord, I do need 3 Empire Chaos Affinity. So I think I have to go Mayhem next. As much as I was eyeballing the Blind in the Sand, I think either Revelry or a Scald. Right? Revels of Blood, Blood Fury Weapons, Bleeding, Revels of Carnage. More morale from all sources. A lot of bleeding here in the Carnival of Flesh. Right? Or the Tome of Mayhem, which gives me a Magic Strike Fighter, which I do need. Mark of Fortune, which is good. Curse of Misfortune, which is useful. Could be useful. Revelry's fun just because of the build we're going. It just means we will build morale so fast that will almost always be critting. So I'm kind of leaning towards this. But that will unlock Tome of the War. And then Demon Gate requires 6 affinity. So yeah, so then I would have to choose well, Home of the Warlord would be the tier 3. That gets to 6. So yes, I think that's the plan. So I have to do Warband Sandstalker's Warlord. I think we jump the second tier 2 tome, I think, is Revelry. So we're just always happy. And we get a Scald, which is actually pretty damn useful. Right? Heat of the Revel. Song of Carnage, giving this unit an adjacent friendly unit. And then Rally and Regen. So it has its uses. And it's a magic attack. Right? Although the behind you combined with this is melee, that's the problem. If this were ranged, that would be better. But this is run in, wham, 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 he takes a hit and jumps back. Okay, combine it with the fumble chance though? I don't know. Like, we're really lacking magical damage. And that's a problem. What are your defenses? Even split. I'll walk in Revelry, and then Warlord and Demon Gate. Our second tome was Roots. So yeah, I don't know what to do for the tier 3 tome. We will have enough to qualify. Tome of Dragons, maybe. Tome of Cycles is really good though. Blades of Decay, like there's no like yeah. And I'll give it 6, 4, and 4. And then tier 4. What's in Materium? Geomancy, Dreadnought, Transmutation. Yeah, but requires 6, and we won't have it. Huh. We still might grab Tome of the Shades. Oh, that only gets me to 5, huh? I'm not sure. I mean, there's honestly not... Geomancy doesn't help our build. Dreadnought doesn't help our build. Transmutation doesn't help our build. I mean, adaptive armor is nice. And it does give us molten bolts. So there is something for transmutation might actually work for our build. And then I don't know, nothing in tier 4. Well, Golden Realm, Gold Touch because of the resistance. So there's options there. Also, Nature. You could do Paradise or Nature's... Well, maybe not Nature's Wrath. Right. Or Backtrack and Chaos, right? Now, 4 is Demon Gate. We could just grab Calamity. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I think we've got at least tier 1, 2, 3 set. So, anyways, rambled on long. I apologize. Let me save. We are done for the day. Thank you very much for joining me. Feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. Smash that bell. All that jazz. Even better, check out other videos and playthroughs I've done. Bestest, come on over and check me out when I stream live every Sunday through Friday. Life permitting. Thank you very much for joining me. And until we see each other again, remember to be kind to one another. If you're watching live, we are done before. Oh, the other thing I wanted to check. Is it in here? All of Chaos. Tier 1, 2 unit. Rewards. Raising cities. First March. That's raising cities. Raising cities. I thought maybe they got rid of it because it was too powerful. I thought that there was something in the game. Right? I know the... Home of the Crimson Rain gives you Crimson Court Magistrate. So, on successfully, you get mana for pillaging provinces, raising cities, or migrating cities. Alright, so that's mana. And then Predator Hunter gives you food. I thought there was something... Apex Predator gives you food. I thought there was something somewhere that did what this and Apex Predator do, but for gold. Am I wrong? Anyways, because I'm having so much trouble with connecting to the internet, I am done for the day. Thank you very much for joining me. Feel free to like, subscribe, and I already did that. If you're done, on YouTube or Twitch, we are done for the day. I will run ads, maybe. Otherwise, I'll be back Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. I hope to see you then. Until we see each other again, remember to be kind to one another.